Welcome back to Endless Space 2 as the Hissho. Last time, in the last episode, I did mostly housekeeping, keeping my economy afloat, kind of failing, doing a lot of little stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. I did do some very, very small things off camera. One of which is that I created a new military behemoth, which is very expensive, but should be extremely powerful. It's got 24,000 combat strength, which I'm hoping is enough to take down the Sophon fleet, or at least make them leave me alone for a little bit. Next turn, I will have the adaptive taxation systems done on my main capital, which will really boost my income. After that, it's going to be the smart tax collection, which is really going to boost that as well. I queued up a different technology, which is mission flexibility, because it unlocks a module called the Regional Government Bureau, which essentially gives you a percent bonus to your systems. So it's a great way to kind of take a more like mature system and give it a nice boost. All right, over here in Dial, we have no production at the moment. Let me just take a second here to absorb what I'm seeing. Okay, so we got this. I want to boost food in general here. This isn't a fertile area, but I think I will do the evolved soils just to kind of give it that little extra boost. After that, I'm going to go with intensive cultivation logistics, because this gives a nice percent bonus to food. After that, I think I will colonize this ice planet, kind of get that going. Because by the time these all finish, my population's probably going to be filled up, at least mostly. I mean, it could only fit five I almost said units, but five units of population. How about that? Once that finishes, I'm going to make some modifications to my economical behemoth, which I think will be very nice. My plan with the economic behemoth is I'm going to take away its mining probe. The mining probe is really good, but a lot of my systems are kind of built up, so I want to specialize it. I want the economic behemoth to be just for boosting the economy of the planets, and then I want one that's mostly for new planets and or mining them with probes. So I'm kind of gonna split the role a little bit. This system is all done. I've smashed it. So now we're gonna have him head over to Singus, I don't know. Cygnus. I had to sit there and be like, okay, read it out. So it's gonna take a little bit. I guess while we're here on the academy spot here, let me just do some probes. There's more Voidstone here. I'll do this mission. I have 10 Hyperium and a fleet, so yes, I can handle it. I think it was this one. Yes. Unknown consequences. Ah, here we go. Plus 20% science on Empire. Oh, that's good. Increases scientists' political ideology. That's like whatever. Spawns Vodiani ship. Alright. And I get a nice, yeah, I get the nice little Vodiani ship here. I don't think it's like an amazing ship, but I guess I can merge it in because it's not going to slow my fleet down, I don't think. Okay, it's going to slow it down by 1, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just sell it. I like money, after all. Okay, and then we're going to have him still head to Cygnus, something along those lines. Safe here is doing a lot better now. It's still costing me money to a large extent, but I think I'll go with... I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to make this evolved soils, so it grows faster, pop with food. I'm going to make this into production, so I'm going to turn it into an industrial zone. And then I'm going to turn this into colonial exchange for money. And I think that should adapt pretty well. Next, I think I'll do the adaptive taxation systems. Maybe I'll do this production one first, and then I'll do that. And then I'll do smart tax. No thanks, Horatio. I have been thinking about my sort of endgame strategy, and it might be that I just snipe everyone's capitals at the last second. That might be a lot of fun. There's a behemoth here. Is it scary? No. The military behemoth, but it only does 2k. I think I will end up fighting it. I mean, he's in my territory, so, you know. Okay, they failed to retreat. I only got one key, which is a little bit surprising. Maybe it's because they were fleeing.
Tell us what you plan.
I'm gonna refuse. Like, I'm not too worried about the Cravers. Like, they've been completely
what you plan.
wrecked. Like, there's not much they can do at the moment. How many behemoths can I have? I should probably look into that real quick. Forget where that is. Is it in here? Oh, it's under ships. Duh. So I can have 3 behemoths total. I have one under construction. If I research more behemoth-related technologies, that'll up my cap a little bit. Hero can be assigned when fleet is outside friendly territory. I think I'm going to give him that. That's really nice. So because this guy has so many buffs to speed, it's really nice to be able to move him around more and kind of use him to make fleets catch up. Or honestly, it's also nice too when he's in a bad situation. You know, when his fleet is surrounded by things that are going to destroy him, and you can just be like, and now he's on this other bigger fleet, and then you can like rush in and help. Unsurprisingly, the Sophons, who are really good at science, they are the first to unlock 15 science and exploration technologies. Color me surprised. Alright. Smart tax collection is done here. Boost some of that income. I am going to do... I'm going to up the infrastructure in this place. Followed by investing in science. I guess I'll do the Center of Obsidian Eagle also in there. I'm not going to slow things down. Basically, not quite, but it's basically free influence, which is nice. I guess that's sort of compensation for the fact that happiness isn't really a concern for the Hissho, so they just kind of get like a little building that's like, well, this would generate happiness if you had to worry about such things. And like overall, this is pretty good. It just really seems like food is the main thing this place needs. I don't have any luxury deposits though, so this intensive cultivation isn't going to be that great. It's only going to give me 10%, which is going to be 3.4 food, which is, not that amazing. I guess I'll do the Center of the Obsidian Eagle, boost my influence a little bit. I'm going to try the sacrifice. It's supposed to boost food, which I think will make, you know, my population grow faster, so it's kind of an investment. I'm not sure how good it's going to be at that system in particular. All right, next up, I'm going to do adaptive taxation systems here. So adaptive taxation, its main strength is when you have people on fertile and temperates. Even better if there's overlap and on both. So for instance, this ocean is fertile and temperate. So that's going to be plus 8 dust per person on this planet, which is very good. And then it's only going to be plus 4 per person on this one, which is still really good. It's just not as amazing, which I'm like, that's good enough for me. And then I guess this, whatever. I have my invasion fleet ready here. These are my falcons, who are not exactly great at combat or anything like that, but they're pretty fast, and they have the advantage of having a ton of manpower on them, which is also why I'm always in the negative on manpower, because it's very slowly filling them up. Alright. I got Careful Sweeping, which will give me plus 25 dust per system level. I have Atemporal Finance, which is an upgrade to my planetary specialization that gives money. It pretty much just doubles it, which is great. So I should probably do Careful Sweeping here then, once Smart Tax is done. Is there anywhere else? This is going to take him a million turns to get to, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and he's not going to be able to get there in time. Okay, so this one's done. I'm headed to this one. I don't know where the other... Oh, it's way over there. Okay. I mean, I can have my speedy guy probably get it pretty easy. I do also have a wish list item to make a behemoth that is able to kind of heal the planets that the Cravers have eaten. I don't know if it's quite like the smartest investment right now, this second, but it might be useful in the future. I think here, honestly, I'm just going to do public 3D printing. I don't really have much I want to produce over there. It's really small and not very built up, so maybe once the population grows, it will be a more useful place. But until then, eh. Of course, Horatio gets the objective to have the most population. Horatio is really good at that. Dial, on the other hand, or Dill, or however you want to pronounce it, I want to build the intensive cultivation improvement. It's a unique improvement in that you can only build it once in your entire empire. So this one it gives food per system level and also plus 3 food on original empire population. So this is a great way to kind of boost up a system. Alright. Mission flexibility is next, so I'm going to be very excited to change up my behemoth a little bit. Alright, so Enhanced Behemoth unlocks additional support slots for behemoths. Excellent. Bonuses on systems orbited by behemoths, so it gives 10 just as a flat rate of everything, which is a very good way to build up new systems, but it also is a plus 5% bonus to everything, which is also good for kind of a later system. Now we have access to that. Let's modify our economic behemoth. And we have some cool new slots also. I like the idea of the planetary miner. I just don't think we're in a spot right now where we can really use that anymore. I think I'm also going to send this economic behemoth back home. I think its purpose is done here. So now we're gonna edit it. So I'm gonna replace this grants bureau that's flat with the regional government. I think that's really about it. I mean, I could add new weapons and stuff, but I don't know if I super care to do that. I guess I'll give it basic shields, just in case. I did also have a thought with this military ship, in that maybe I should give it a tractor beam, I think. I think I'll take away this armor. And replace it down here. There we go. Tractor beams are they're so good, especially for the Hissho, because it's like you don't want to spend time chasing down their armies. That's just a waste of time and is super annoying. This guy needs a new fleet, to be honest, but I really can't spare the resources and time yet. Okay, me and Horatio are over here.
Horatio doubts your motives and your ethics. We also deplore your lack of refinement.
God, I love this guy. Okay. Speaking of which, we're over here, so now we have the option to do... The attack has a slightly different icon here. I guess it's to denote that it's slightly different. So the good news is it doesn't affect our standing. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell him to stop. Oh, he's trying to... Why does he have a beautifier here? Yeah, go away, dude. Alright, so now in 5 turns, we will have that one under our sway. This one's been activated. The only other remaining one, I think, is the one that's way up here. And even with my really, really fast hero, it's going to take forever to get there. So, like, fingers crossed my teammate helps, but probably not. Oh, I don't like that the Academy just took this over. I think I want to humble the Academy a little bit. They're a little bit too much in my face.
I am debating which part of you.
Yeah, I know, grants reparations. But it's okay, because when the war is over, or rather when the quest is over, all reparations are forgiven. So I'm just gonna go ahead and raise it. I'm just like, no, don't do that. I want to take Bria, because it has more Voidstone, which I need for some of my improvements, the modernizations, as well as having Orichalcix. It's just an all-around really good resource. Ancient System restored. Yes, this is the one that the Rejuvenator team took over. Alright, so the Behemoth action completed over here. Now we have 2 of these probes. Let's fire them at here and here. Boost my science a little bit. One of these days this will finish. I mean, I suppose I'll do careful sweeping. No, I'm going to do pulvis production, then careful sweeping, and then smart tax. And I'm hoping that will kind of even out. Hey, I have a new trade company available. Oh, my influence is in the positive again. Huzzah! Oh yeah, I have like a whole invasion fleet. I should take them in. Fly on over. And I guess we'll throw a probe out while we're here. While we're in the neighborhood. Yet more Voidstone. Cool. Okay. We'll go ahead and invade here. So now I can send out like 1,000,000 troops. Like before it was like 1,000. So now it's going to be 4,518 guys versus 350. So as you might imagine, does not go very well for him. Academy systems are actually really nice for Horatio to take over. So because Horatio wants to essentially breed different types of populations so he can splice them, the Academy, when it takes over a place, every time its population increases, it picks like a minor, like basically a different type of race to grow. So basically, if Horatio captures a really good Academy system, he's essentially given like a buffet table of options. And you can try to, work on and make it better. So far, this is looking nice, though. I'm going to do the drone networks, the cerebral reality, build all that up. The modernization next. Food's doing like okay, but I'm going to do sustainable farms, then a bunch of production stuff, and then I guess xenotourism. We'll check in with that system in a million turns when it's done. Alright, so our behemoth arrived here. So as you can see, it's... Oh wait, it hasn't been upgraded yet. Oops. Let me go ahead and upgrade that. It's going to be really expensive and most of my money, but it's going to be so worth it. There we go. So now I need to do some selling to make up for that. So I'm going to go ahead and sell 50 antimatter since I'm not really using any of that. And now I have 15k. All right. Stonks. Oh. Pirates? Here? That doesn't seem right. Why are there pirates here? Ratio, are you tricking me? Okay, well, what do we have here? They're bad at long range. I am too. I am a little bit better, so maybe I'll do like a power to shields thing where I'm a little further back. There we are. And we got 10 key for that. So thank you, pirates. Who I don't think are actually pirates. I'm just gonna go ahead and probe that. So basically when there's a really big fight that happens, sometimes it'll leave kind of like, almost like a battlefield. It'll just be like old equipment and stuff, and it'll be an anomaly that you can explore. Usually it's not like amazing stuff, but it is nice as an option. I think I'm also gonna go over here and conquer Vorta. Which I can't tell if it's a DS9 reference or not. I'm gonna have the ship take the long way. I don't want to risk it going through all that. So it's going to fly in a straight line there off the, you know, I almost said the rails, but not quite. Population decreasing. Why? Where? How? Oh, negative in food, huh? I mean, there's not a ton I can do about that. I'm not entirely sure why that's even happening. I guess it's because I took over a new system and the consumption, the percentage bonus nerf, because I'm over my limit is probably where it's coming from. So maybe I'll go ahead and like sacrifice a dude and maybe that'll help. At the very least, lower consumption, right? Here we are, back here. I mean, the military stuff does have a lot of appeal, I will say. I think I'm going to stay with scientists. Okay, now my production's going to be boosted because I got the geo-industrial plants, which is just a straight upgrade. I also got orichalcix refining, which basically allows me to start pulling orichalcix out of systems. I also unlocked the next modernization level. So I'm going to check that out. Do I have anything I really want to do? Is the question. I mean, I'm getting 16 Voidstone per turn, which is very nice. So I'll probably do more Voidstone. But other than that, I'm not really producing a lot of resources that are... I'm not really producing a lot of luxury resources, so maybe I'll hold off for the moment. I'm sure at some point I'll get my hands on something better, but till then, no, nothing's really jumping out to me. There is also an option if you have... you can get a behemoth that is able to essentially like mine certain types of systems. So these types of systems out here, I forget what they're called. They're like nodes or something like that. There's no planets that are here, but sometimes they can be along lanes and things like that. And they give special bonuses if there's battles there and if it's in your borders. But also, scientist modules on behemoths get bonuses. Like, I think if you park a behemoth here that has a module, certain modules on it, you can get, 3% off of a whole wing of science. You can also get one that gives you strategic resources. So it's a good way to kind of if you really, really need a certain strategic resource, it's a good way to kind of get some if you have the right kind of territory. Characters like the Vaulters, I believe, are really, really dependent on certain strategic resources. They have a whole system where they can like give themselves buffs. So sometimes you might want that extra little bit of income. I have been thinking about maybe terraforming some places. I don't know yet. Yeah, I think I will in this case. I'm gonna terraform this place into a. I think into steps. This place is producing a ton of science, but I don't know. No, I'm gonna do snow. But it's still cold, and I'm still gonna get the bonuses for it. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for this part. Thanks for hanging out. Next time around, I'm probably gonna be doing a lot more empire management type stuff. I'm excited about my behemoth. It's coming out very soon, and I think that's really gonna be important. And I am considering maybe starting something with the Sophons. I'm not entirely sure what that's gonna look like yet. I don't even know where their capital is, so maybe I'll make a cloaked scout or something like that and try to do some sneakiness. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.